Let's say I found this on Dex Screener. I'm actually going to take this contract address, and you can see the ones that I look for are the ones with the lock on the liquidity. Now, Dex Screener does show a good amount of info, but I actually like it a little bit better over on dextools.io. Stands for decentralized exchange, but dextools.io. I take that contract address. You can copy it up here on the top right when you're looking at the info based SHIB. And then we go over here to dextools.io, and I've gotten rugged a few times already with different projects. And so what I'm going to be doing is making sure that there is a liquidity lock on it. And on dextools.io, you can check here and you can actually see how much of the liquidity is locked and for how long. So this one has 94% of the locked liquidity. That is a really, really good sign. And it's locked for 99.92 years. So you know that they're not going to just rug the project. So if you need to learn about liquidity, there's different videos on it. I'll put one out as well, but basically you want to make sure that the liquidity is locked. Okay, so a few other things that you want to check when you're checking into a coin and whether or not you should buy it and if it has long-term potential is to also go over here on Dex Tools. If you scroll down, we're still on base Shiba Inu. We can actually check a few different things. First of all, is a contract renounced? You can see right here, renouncing a smart contract means that the contract's creator will no longer have control over it, so no one can mint new tokens, rise taxes, blacklist wallets, or other dangerous contract functions for investors and holders. Another thing, so that's contract renounced. We're actually just going to go over here to check audits. And the other things that you want to check here, is there a buy and a sell tax? Okay, if there's a buy or a sell tax, a lot of times what they'll do is they will start the tax at like something like 5%, but they have it set so that it can be edited. So later on, they'll change it to a 99% tax when you try to sell. So basically no one gets any of their money. If someone tries to sell, it goes all to the developer. So you want to make sure to keep an eye on the buy and sell tax. Because it showed contract renounced, they actually can't do or change any of that stuff. So that's a good thing. Also, you want to check, is it mintable? Mintable basically means, can you add more tokens at any point if you want? So let's say you started off with 1 billion tokens. At some point, if the developer wanted, if it was mintable, it would mean that they would leave the option open so that they could make more tokens. So let's say they doubled the amount of tokens by making another 1 billion tokens. Well, the price just got cut in half. It's kind of like how the Federal Reserve works. When they like to print more money, it lowers the value of the money. So you want to make sure that it is not mintable. That is another thing to check. The buy-sell tax and how much of the holding is held by a single person. So any more than like 30% or 40% is held by one wallet. That means that that wallet could sell at any point. And another way that you can check that, so you can see here the holders. If you go to the holders down here, you can actually check and see that none of these are actually being held by, the most that anyone has is 4%, 2%. It's not being held by like one wallet has like 30% or something like that, where if they sold their 30%, the price would drop, probably 70 to 80% at least to start off with. So those are the other things that you want to check for. And this one is checking all the boxes, as I said.